Today I want to encourage those that are learning to design to make some crumpled papers, and you can make them completely from scratch within Photoshop Elements, but I prefer to just take a piece of paper and throw it in the scanner and scan it and bring that in to get my crumples. You'll see I have scanned two pieces of paper here. I have this one which I crumpled lightly and put into my scanner, and then I took the same paper out and crumpled it some more and scanned it again. And what I have done is simply taken these and made them and fill the entire 12 by 12 page, and that is what I have here on this layer and this layer. And these two papers I have provided you for download so that you don't have to get out your scanner to play. You can play with mine just as they are. I'm going to go ahead and I see I have a duplicate of this one. I'm going to go ahead and duplicate this one so I have some extras to play with. One way that's simple and easy to crumple your paper is to take your original paper. Here is one that I have that is in my new kit coming out for genealogy. It's just a simple striped paper with some texture to it, and I'm going to put this paper layer directly, this crumpled paper layer directly above the striped paper layer, and then I'm going to just choose the dissolve blending mode simply because it's at the top, and that activates these blending modes. And then with them activated, I can simply hit my arrow keys on my keyboard to go through all the blending modes just to see which one I like. That's a nice little tip that I have for you. Here's one that's called Multiply. You can see that it made a nice crumpled paper. It looks like I need to resize that a little bit. Part of the area that is scanned was showing through there that wasn't pleasant. And so I can go back up here to activate the layer styles and continue through. There's linear burn, and that one looks pretty cool. Just continue hitting down with my arrow key to see what various effects I get. That's kind of a cool paper. With it changes it to light yellow stripes. The soft light makes the paper, the stripes softer, as well as adding the crumples. And so you just can go through until you see something you like. Isn't it fun to play? I really like just sitting and playing to see what I can get when I'm doing this. And so let's say that I like the way the Multiply one looks. I can also go and play with the opacity, and you can see it makes it less crumpled to do that. You can also go to my second layer and simply hit Control-I on the keyboard, and that is going to, let's get rid of that bottom part that's from the scanner. That simply inverts the colors of the layer to the color directly across on the color wheel. Of course, the direct opposite of white is going to be black, and so if you apply the blending modes then to this, it's going to give even different effects. You can see the screen with this one looks a lot different than with the white one, and the color dodge certainly looks interesting now, and so different blending modes are going to be applied differently. And that one there, the difference looks really cool to me, and then I would just lower the opacity a little bit on that. So that's another way that you can play with it. However, the best way probably to play with these is to simply open up. Do I have blending modes applied to all of them? Let me take one and put it back to normal. Is to open up your JPEG, and it's going to look something like this, and it's going to be only one layer. You won't have all these other layers. And then simply do a save as, and save that as a .psd file wherever you want to save it. And then we are going to activate the paper layer and go to the filter drop down menu, texture, and then texturizer. Now you can see I have the canvas texture now applied to my paper, but I can click this flyout arrow. Oh, I don't think you can see it. It's not on the screen. Let me scoot this over. Right here you can click this flyout arrow. Let me scoot it over a little more. Click this flyout arrow, and you're going to see it says load texture, and it's going to open up where you can navigate to where you saved that PSD file, and mine is saved right here. And I'm going to just click open, and you can see now that the texture is the same name as what I had named my PSD file. And so I can now, I want you to watch over here on this paper. Let me move it to an area that you can see more. I now can play with these sliders, and you can see how it really, changing the relief really makes it look crumpled. Of course, scaling makes it how it repeats on the paper. If I can find, I can't find the button down here that shows how to, there it is, because I've scooted my screen. If I take this way down to maybe 6%, nope, that's too small, 12%, I can see the entire paper, and now you can, I have to try to get this all on the screen where you can see it, but now you can see how scaling affects the paper. If you, I'm zoomed out to the 12.5%, and if I raise the scaling all the way up to this 200%, you can see how that changes it. So you just continue playing and watching the preview to see what it does until you find something that you like, and then you press OK. And now you can see I've applied those crumpled texture right in there to my page, and that also works really well. It doesn't look as crumpled, but it gives a whole new look than the other method. And so you can just play, and there's lots of different ways that you can use these. Just grab something and try playing. For instance, with this paper, here's another sample. I might hit Control L on my keyboard, move this levels all the way down, and that is going to give me yet a whole nother look to the paper. I can go back through my blending modes until I find something I like. Actually, that multiply looks the best, except for I need to lower the opacity again. So take these papers, play with them, see what you can come up with new that I haven't shared, and feel free to upload your examples to shared and share them with everybody and tell maybe what new things in playing that you came up with to do. And I look forward to seeing what everybody can do in this thread.